Hi, I'm Lori Blockus with Om Sweet Om Yoga in Spooner, Wisconsin. Today I'm going to show you a crane pose. A lot of people will call this a crow pose. It's pretty much the same thing. Bakasana is the Sanskrit name for it. It's a nice arm balance. I'm assuming that you're reasonably warmed up here in the upper body. If you need a little help with that, you can check out my video on transitioning from a downward facing dog to a lunge position, and that should get your arms and your core ready to go. So for now, for a crane, I'm going to just stand up here and come into just a little bit of a squat position. So my hands are going to be about shoulder width apart, and my wrist creases are parallel to the front edge of my mat. Nice wide fingers here. And make sure you can really press down through the fingertips as well as the whole circumference of your hands. You don't want to have a really floppy foundation here. Make it strong. And you can practice in this position, just kind of shifting your weight forward onto the arms a little bit and pressing the weight back with the hands. You're going to keep your shoulders away from your ears this whole time. Now at some point you can start to lift the heels up off the floor. This is just my preferred method to get into a crane pose. There are actually lots of ways in and out of it. Arms can be pretty straight or a little more bent. You can have the knees out to the side squeezing into the arms. I like to rest my knees on my arms, and some people will even jump in and out of this pose, but this is just what we're going over today. So shoulders out of the ears, hands positioned shoulder width, and again you can just start to practice here, working on lifting the heels and getting those knees positioned really high up on the arms, just as close to the armpits as you can really manage. You want to keep the deep core line drawing in and up here so your legs just start to feel a little bit lighter. And again, you can just practice shifting your weight a little bit forward and pressing it back. So we're getting the hang here of shifting your weight toward the back of your body, so if you have to make an exit quickly out of this posture, it doesn't turn into a face plant, basically. Now this is a nice time too, if you're ready to go a little bit farther, you can start to maybe lift just one foot up and off the floor. This is a nice way to just get the hang of the posture, get the feel of it, get the feel of getting more weight on the arms and the hands. When you're ready to go a little bit farther, and you'll probably feel when you are, you're going to have to just get some understanding of the physics of the posture. So my weight center of gravity essentially is back in my hips. I can't have all my weight behind my arms here. And I don't want to try and jump up into the posture. I just want to shift nice and gracefully. So what I'm going to do is get up on my toes, get my knees high up on my arms, pretty much up in my armpits there, and start to shift my weight forward. So if you can see my elbows, they're coming over my wrists here. Now as I draw in and up through the core and press down firmly through my hands, I'm going to let one leg come up off the floor, and the other one's just going to very naturally get lighter. So again, I want to just exit out by coming back down onto my feet there, rather than falling forward and onto the floor. So that's our crane pose. Thanks for joining me. Namaste.